You know, I have arranged for another girl to come and see Sudeep tomorrow. I find this very interesting. We all have such miserable marriages. It is a suffocating experience that goes downhill right from night one. Yet we insist that the next generation do the exact same thing. It is the eternal hope, my friend. We hope that someday, somewhere, it will work for someone. And we have to keep up our status in the society. But don't we love our children? Shouldn't we do what is best for them? Frankly, tell me, can you truly love your kids beyond their teenage? It is just a show we put up for society's sake. And besides, there is always this Holy Spirit. That's a valid point. Cheers. You know, I don't want a young man running around the house when Simran is around. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. I caught them this morning doing hanky-panky. Oh, I don't mind hanky-panky. Simran is a young woman. She should have some fun.
She have some fun, Mom.
Ah, Simran, come in and sit down. Poolan, isn't this wonderful? Mother and daughter having drinks together.
She has grown up now.
We were talking about you. You should have some fun. This is the age for you to juggle men. Enjoy the freedom of spinsterhood.
I don't believe in having meaningless fun, Mom.
You don't have to believe. It's not a religion. You just have to practice it.
I don't think we should treat men.
But men are the weaker sex, with their periodic hormonal insecurities, cunning emotional manipulations. All every young man wants is to latch on to the first woman who comes along, who can give him some security. Soon after marriage, they invariably get frustrated with the decisions they made, and overnight change from attractive hunk into big cylinder of fat.
Believe the existence of true love.
Love exists between a father and his child.
Correct.
That too only till the child becomes old enough to talk back. Other than that, everything else is just a beautiful display of emotion and affection.
I don't agree with you, Mom. Love is such a natural thing. It is such an elevating, freeing experience.
And it is the purpose of our society to prevent anything natural from happening. Society, my dear, is the condom of the free mind. Especially our Indian one. Ultimate contraceptive against creativity. Totally fail-safe.
Mom, so don't you want me to get married?
Of course, I want you to get married. Not now. But later, when things get out Honey to come and play in our village festival. Film star, diva.
Rahul Khan?
Rahul Khan will also be there. I want you to have some fun with that fellow. They say women think he is hot. You know, this is bigger than anything that our neighbors can ever arrange.
I am glad you brought that up. I was going through some of our accounts and I must say, we have wasted a lot of time, effort and energy running this feud between us and Kamla auntie.
Don't say her name in front of me. What?
How can I talk, Mom, without saying her name?
Or the name of a village, you can say. Instead,
What?
instead of taking her name or the name of a village, you can say, we will understand.
How ridiculous! This is just as stupid as the reason behind this whole competitive feud between us and Kamla.
Women can't whistle.
It is a long story.
Right is, yeah, you can tell us the story.
Go on, tell us.
But I don't do it.
Anyway, too long.
It is a long story.
Okay, go on.
Even my mother didn't know, or her mother before her. I don't know when we stopped knowing the story, except that it is a long story.
I can't believe this. So much resources being wasted on some long lost reason. Imagine, Mom, how prosperous those villages would have been if we would have worked together and shared.
Again, it's your youthful enthusiasm. These hatreds and feuds exist for a reason. Traditional rivalries are not without purpose. When you get married and try running a household, you will feel so much frustration and anger welling up inside you. You will be glad to have an outlet for your otherwise meaningless existence. Some women go into politics, some become priestesses, and some carry out mass murder in the name of righteous war. For simpler people like us, we have
How can we call ourselves intelligent species if this is who we really are?
Who is calling us anything? Is there any meaning in any of the labels we put on ourselves except for the fears and egos of the parents being passed on to the offspring? This whole intelligence claim is also just like that.
I must say, this thought was pretty intelligent.
It's the alcohol speaking, yeah, not her. You should go to bed now. The celebrations begin at 10 in the morning. And if you want some private time with that Rahul, I can arrange it.
You are my mom.
But I am a woman first, correct? And you are now old enough for us to be friends. Good night, my friendly daughter, Ebulan. I get more devotional when I'm drunk. So I'll sing a devotional song. Now,